Hey everybody, welcome to a very special video. So this is actually going to be the start. Oh, I should introduce myself. I'm Manny. Currently I am a sales consultant here at Wallace Chevrolet. Been here for about a decade now. It's a family-owned dealership. Very, very nice place to work and to shop because we're not some corporate store. We believe in honesty, being fair, and we always put our clients' needs above our own. So with starting this video, I'm going to be doing a series on a lot of the new vehicles that we have in stock. There's millions of these out there. I'm just going to be adding another one to the list, but I want to try and just show an honest review of quirks or what's nice, what's not about certain vehicles. So this way you get the most, I guess I keep saying honest, but the most honest feedback. The vehicle that I'm going to be starting with today is actually going to be a Chevy Silverado. It is an LT Trailboss, one of our more popular trim levels. So let's dive into it. So this is it. So this is a black on black LT Trailboss. It's one of, as mentioned, one of our more popular specs because you get the really rugged aesthetic while still having some nice luxury features inside the truck. So of course you do have push button start, keyless entry, you even have a power releasing tailgate. Now please do make sure that you are not too close to something, because if you drop that tailgate and you are near something, it can hit, unfortunately. There is no sensor that tells it not to come down. Again, quirky, but it is really handy, especially when you're loading up stuff. You can just drop the tailgate right down. Over here, you have 18-inch black Chevy alloy wheels. One of my favorite things about these trucks is this new style of running board. Not new, but newish. It is coated in a material that's very similar to our bed liners, so it's grippy. Most running boards, especially if it's a little damp, you can slide right off. And honestly, I myself have fallen off of running boards numerous times. These, like for the main part, do solve that problem. And there's even little cutouts. Again, small thing, but when it's snowing and all, some of it can at least fall through, so it doesn't just become a flat sheet of ice. Really does help. Now this specific one was spec'd with the backflip tonneau cover. So it does fold up like a conventional tonneau cover, which actually, again, leading into this whole full review. Oh, by the way, it is a power up and down tailgate, not just power down. Dumb, but one of my favorite features. You just press and hold, and it lifts up. I mean, it is 2025, people are getting lazier and lazier, so now you don't even have to lift your own tailgate up anymore. Now we're gonna pop that back down actually. So showing you the tailgate, this one does have multiple lock points. So you pull, it lifts up, you pull again. So this way, again, it stays nice and flat. It does help with how water resistant it is. There is no tonneau cover that is waterproof. Unfortunately, there is still access points for water from there, but it does a much better job of limiting how much water comes in. Now, most tonneau covers stop right here. So let's say you're bringing something tall, you're kind of out of luck unless it fits in that first open section. This specific one actually lifts up, has some nice foam pads that lean against the back window. And then you have these little prop rods on either side that come up and lock into place. So this way, now you have tall items. You have almost a full bed with only a small section that gets tied down. Now, this is a very long video about a tonneau cover. We're gonna move on to the exciting part of the actual truck in a second. Well, I guess right now, coming inside. So this specific one is optioned with the black leather interior. Really nice. It gives you a little bit of extra durability, especially if you're using this vehicle for construction. It is much, much easier to clean. And you even have little stash spots inside of the seats on the outer edges. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what normal people use that for, but I have an idea of what some of you are gonna use that for. And the headrests do fold down. Small thing, but it's nice for extra visibility. So this way, if you're looking out the back, it drops down. And you even have air vents. Again, a lot of vehicles have this, but it is a nice option where having those air vents in the back, make sure that if you have kids or animals or anything in the back, they stay nice and warm. Now, we're gonna come around to the driver's side. Oh, actually, while we're doing that, you have, very unnecessary, but really cool, a little LED animation as you unlock the truck, and then the headlights come on. Now, that is flickering, that is just my camera. In real life, it is nice and stable. So you've got your LED projector headlights, LED fog lights down below, red recovery hooks. Because this is an LT Trailboss, you do have the 2-inch factory lift kit. You've got the wheelhouse liners on the front and rear, helps with vibration and noise, but also helps from dirt. So instead of being kicked up and damaging the inside of the bed, it hits the liner. Again, being an LT Trailboss, you have the Z71 rubber floor mats, full power driver's seat with lumbar. Again, small thing, but it just gives you that extra back support, especially if you're using this vehicle commercially. You probably spend some good time in it. You want to be comfortable. Bose sound system, very nice and bassy. So depends on the music you listen to. I love it. I listen to EDM. Y'all are probably going to hate me for that. But I really like the fact that it's a very, you feel the music when you're listening to this. Now, firing it up. So this one is optioned with the electronic tap shift. So it is a newer option, but when they came out with the big screen in 2022, late 2022, they added an electronic tap shift. Now, the nice part is this is a little bit foolproof, where let's say you're in drive and you're not used to it, and you leave it in drive, and you try to get out, as soon as you undo your seatbelt and open the door, it will put itself in park because it thinks, hey, Manny doesn't know what he's doing, so let's not try and kill him. Nice option to have. Dual zone climate control, of course. The heated seats. Now, this is one of my favorite things that GM does. Your heated seats are actually split. So what I mean by that is a lot of people have warmer legs and they don't want the heat there. So you can heat just the back of the seat or the back and the bottom. I don't like having my butt warmed, so I always use the top one. And then, of course, digital climate control. So the number that you see, or high, is the temperature of the air coming out of the vents. And again, warning you, hey, oh, whoops, let me try and focus there. There we go. Tailgate open, because you know what? I got short-term memory loss and I forgot that I left my tailgate down, so it's nice that it tells you. Now, using the rolling wheel over here, we can go through and change the display layout over here. So this screen right now, I'm gonna flip the camera over. This screen right now is the classic, it's the conventional. You got two circular gauges, not very, very fun. Oh, actually, I'm gonna flip it back because I feel like some of you guys may not be able to see this if you're looking on a computer. I mean, everyone uses their phones, but hey, maybe you're old school. So when you go over to display layout, I like progressive. I mean, in this day and age, progressive means a whole lot of stuff, but in our vehicles, it just means that your speedometer is just along the edge and your tactometer is just along the other side over there. And then, of course, massive Google-based screen, which shows your temperature in Fahrenheit, which we need to change that. This truck just came off the truck went in for PDI. We just got to flip it into units. Actually, you know what? A part of this video, I'm going to show you that because it sadly took me a little longer than I would care to. So you're going to notice a very abrupt switch in my video. I was just switching it over from, oh my God, let's see if it focuses. There we go. US to metric. We're going to go into metric because, we're in Canada up here. So now you have kilometers per hour and you no longer have PSI. Now, when we go back, so now you'll notice nice clean layout. You've got your 4x4 controls over there, temperature on the bottom, and you can also change what you see over there. You've got your auto 4x4 system over here. So you got two-wheel drive, auto that behaves like an all-wheel drive system, your different drive modes over here, as well as tow mode over there. Automatic lights. Now, our vehicles don't have a way to turn them off for safety. We want to make sure that it's either auto or on. You don't want to be driving around. There's always that genius that doesn't have lights on. Irritates me. It's scary for my family. So there you go. Final cut. Again, I told you all I'm new at this. This is going to be a very choppy video. Down the road when my channel blows up and I'm famous, please don't look back on this video and judge me. So I do apologize. But here's the final cut. You've got your auto high beams just over here. Now, this is handy. A lot of, unfortunately, I've dealt with a lot of clients that have mentioned that when they purchased their new vehicle, they weren't told anything. So if you are purchasing a Silverado and your salesperson does not tell you what they're supposed to, please watch this video because it will tell you everything that's going on. I'm trying to highlight all the features, and if, in the comments below, if I notice, or if you notice that I missed anything, just let me know. I'm human. I make mistakes sometimes, not often, just a little bit. Behind the steering wheel, there are three buttons. This top button is your paddle shift. Below that is to either change the radio favorite or the song if you're listening to music on your phone. Here is your paddle up. I don't know who is going through the gears manually in a Chevy Silverado, but if you feel like being a race car driver, go for it. And then below here is your volume up and down right over there. And there is an indent and a raised spot so you know which button is which button. Now, one of my favorite things, I say that about a lot of features, but I really like the fact that this radio is built by Google, or at least the software is built by Google. So what I mean by that is we're just going to go through the little checklist here. Review privacy, come on, you can do it. Next, there we go. Now, because this vehicle has not been properly set up yet, I do apologize. Some of it may be a little bit laggy, but again, that is just temporary. Once the vehicle does its setup, it's a lot faster. Massive Google Maps with live traffic updates as long as you have a Google subscription, data subscription. But I have this in my house and I like the fact that now I can use it in my car, but you say, hey Google, set the temperature to 23 degrees. Boom! Temperature is set.
Changing the temperature to 23 degrees.
And let's say that you want to go somewhere. So I'm planning a trip and I need to stop at Canadian Tire on the way at home or way to work. So, hey Google, take me to the nearest Canadian Tire. Also, there is no paid partnership with Canadian Tire. I just force a habit to always say that. I go to Canadian Tire way too often, and boom, tells me what time they're open till, that they're wheelchair accessible, there's a medium amount of parking, I guess, and that I'm 5 minutes away. How convenient. Anyways, I'm going to turn this down a little bit so you can hear me better. Now, when you option it with the bucket seats, you also have a wireless charging pad over there.
Southeast toward Main Street East.
And getting me the directions. So you got your 120 volt outlet, 2 USB ports, little removable tray with massive amount of storage, and because it has the rails on the side, you can actually get file folders. So again, if you're using the truck commercially, you can bring all your paperwork with you and keep it nice and organized. I am not very organized, so really nice option to have. Also, this one is equipped with the 3-liter diesel. In my opinion, it is one of the most fantastic engines ever built. It makes almost 500 foot-pounds of torque, so it makes 495 pound-feet of torque, and also makes 305 horsepower. That is crazy amount of power for a 3-liter diesel, which diesels normally have way less horsepower and a lot more torque. Here you get both. And yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop this video now. I hope I answered everybody's questions. If there's anything that you think that I missed, please do let me know, and I hope you have a very blessed day. Take care.